Good morning and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today, I'll review some of my stock signals and get ready for the trading day. My little motivation tip is don't take yourself too seriously today. When you're trading, have some fun and try to make some money. It's not always going to happen though. And if you're watching my channel with only 250 subscribers and very few likes, you're probably not a Warren Buffett. So don't take yourself too seriously. And please like and subscribe. Let's get started. Lots of green yesterday. The big boys turned green. I believe at the end of the day today, Microsoft and Google are going to report, maybe some of the other big boys. Consumer Defense, Procter & Gamble, Walmart, red. Let's see what the groups look like. Again, basic materials on the top. Consumer Defense on the bottom. Lots of stuff in between. The Dow ended up red, but all the other indices ended up green yesterday, slightly green. And I believe with all the positive reports and the Fed reporting this week and stuff, I believe this week is going to be ending up a green week. Things look positive for the stock market at the moment. Without looking at Tesla report yesterday, and I think the earnings were pretty good, but the stock is still way down at the moment. We have the FOMC meeting. I like to look at investing.com, and they have a good report with about 5 different categories. It gives me a real quick perspective without reading a lot. Well, it says the earnings have disappointed. I didn't think they were too bad when I first heard the news. But the stock is still falling. Sometime tomorrow, we'll have a lot of different reports to come out. The GDP, housing, Starbucks, Texas Instruments, and a few others will be reporting or have reported. OPEC is thinking that there's going to be more demand for oil. That's good for them. It'll probably make the stocks go up, stock prices go up in the oil companies. Consumer confidence today reported. That should change the market a little bit. That'll move the market today, but there'll be lots of reports tomorrow that move the market. Let's look at TradingView and see what it has to say about the futures this morning. Looking at the 4 indices, the NASDAQ, RUT, the Dow, and the S&P, they all seem to be in positive territory. Let's drill down to the 2-hour. I like the 2-hour. I think you can swing trade on the 2-hour. Below that, your day trading, there's no way of telling which way things are going to go. You kind of guessing. Well, you're guessing anywhere, but there's a rhythm after 2 hours. And if I have to go down any further, I like 15-minute time frame. All right, now let's look at the 2-hour NASDAQ. Looks like stochastics and the MACD says you might have a little dip here. They had a red and a little dip there for a couple hours. Let's see. And you had a green and you had a little rise. Okay. But I think all 4 indices will go up today. Just hanging around. There's some movement there. That's the techs. Like I said, I think Google at the end of the day and Microsoft, the techs, will cause this. Be careful. And there's the S&P. Overall trend is up. That trend, I believe, will continue. I'm no expert. You aren't either. Take your guess. We're all here making our guesses, and whoever guesses right wins. Each morning, I produce a report. Well, I produce it several times during the day, and it's out on my Discord chat. You can find it out there. And it's the same report that I use. And I'm continuing to use this, and I'm also developing a new report that gives a different perspective, more of a mean reversion type perspective. This is a trending type strategy, and you have to look at different other aspects of the market. And I'm working on a mean reversion type situation, and also something that does long-term trends, and I'm working on a strategy that only gives me 4, 5, 6 singles a year with a good win rate where I can go ahead and go all in. Just different looks at the market, different cuts. This is still my bread and butter. We have some MACD buys and shorts. No RSI singles. We haven't had a lot of for the last couple of days. Gold seems to be down. And stochastics. And we'll look at a few of these. First of all, let's look at Caterpillar. There's your MACD buy. Earnings in a couple days. Zigzag doesn't know what it's doing, but it's probably probably thinking it's going to go up. The stochastic RSI and the RSI are not telling us any story. This is below the zero line, so you can take this trade if you want to. With the positive outlook on the market, I do believe Caterpillar is going to go up in the next couple days. But how far, I don't know. And here's you've got to be careful with the earnings. As I said, I have a Discord chat, and I often put out my trades and things that I'm looking at. And the first stock I'd like to talk about is TAK, T-A-K, Takeda Pharmaceutical, I think it's pronounced. This is a cheapie stock. And nice big long swings. So it's a decent stock. I believe it's hitting the support level. It's trading around the support. 50% retracement is around 1850. Trading at 17. As you've seen from the signal, we got an MACD signal. It's below the zero line. So I think this is going to, I might call this a mean reversion play, but I think it's going to go back to the mean. So I'm guessing it'll go up. This is the weekly chart of the same thing. There's your 50% retracement. Again, the same kind of situation. It looks kind of the same on the weekly, but here we got earnings creeping up in maybe about 2 weeks from now. You have your stochastic RSI swinging around. The weekly looks good too so I think it's going to go up at a mean reversion play. This person thinks that Dell's going to go to the moon because he bought a computer. I know it was a joke. It made me laugh too. But I'm saying it's going to go down. Okay. Now, like I said, Microsoft and Google are big tech giants. Dell's not shabby either. It's a very big company. They're going to report today, not Dell, but and technically, I'm showing that Dell is going to go down. I didn't know about that fellow buying a computer though. I take that into account. Anyway, Zigzag doesn't know what it's doing, so it was knowing, and now it doesn't. So I'm assuming it's going to go down. You got your MACD saying to go down. That was a signal we got, and so is the RSI. So this is anybody's guess. I'm going to play it short. Humana, earnings, too close to earnings. But you could play it short as well if you thought that their earnings report was not going to go well. Red bar candle yesterday. Everything else was up, but Humana was down. So it might take a few days to dip and then come swing. I don't know. I think it's too close to earnings, so I'm skipping it. Back to Humana. Actually, I'm not skipping it. I actually took a play. So, and I don't know if I noticed it was earnings, close to earnings. So I actually took a play on that yesterday, late. JP Morgan, we have a buy signal on the RSI, stochastic RSI, and the MACD. Nothing really much on the RSI. Zigzag is pointing up, 50% retracement. I think it is going to go up. And the last one is one of my favorites, but technically we have the stochastic RSI pointing down, and so is the RSI. The MACD is still pointing up, but we've had a red bar yesterday when everything else seemed to be positive in techs. So I believe it's going to take a few days drop, just a short term. Here's your 50% retracement. Sometimes I use the Fibonacci to draw it, but the other ones, sometimes I just eyeball it. This comes into the play where you don't take yourself too seriously. It doesn't have to be exactly to precise. You can just kind of be abouts, close enough for government work, and just move on. Keep that strategic perspective that way, instead of getting down to the weeds and trying to figure out your calculator and all kinds of other stuff. Anyway, check out the Discord. It's not a place to really hang out, but it's a place to exchange some information along with everybody else and the other sites that you go to. It's just one little niche, the swing trading niche, using the zigzag. It's just a little niche. There's other good sites out there that will give you lots of good information. I look at them all day long. I have an antique business, so sometimes you have time to wait for the next customer to come by. And so I do the reading here, prepare, trade some stocks. It's good filler. I should be doing more dusting though. Anyway, I'd like to close out. Good luck. Do your own due diligence. Take a look at some of these recommendations, or not recommendation, but signals. And check them out. Go down through the list. Check them out. And see which ones you would like to trade. Lots to choose from. Please like and subscribe. Catch you on the flip. Happy trading.